synergy is the word to use for this, because the result is more than you would expect just by having put together this particular poem and this particular piece of music. The idea for this was because I love string quartets, and I was trying to think of what's the smallest possible grouping you could have when you have a vast, great literature to choose from, and this is certainly it, string quartet. And then, of course, we have the ability to have me play with breakdown of the string quartet. We can play duets, trios, and go on that way too. So we have such a huge choice in poetry and such a huge choice in music too.
That's great.
Now here's another kind of very short poem that sometimes is silly. Drill 3 holes in head, remove head from your body, it's time to go bowl. The next limerick is a little bit of a play on words. If I'm blowing on my flute, then you could say that I'm tooting my flute. Toot is T-O-O-T. And so I'm a tutor on the flute. But there's another kind of a tutor. Anybody know that word for the other kind of tutor? Tutor is a teacher, and that tutor is T-U-T-O-R. So here we go. A tutor who tooted the flute tried to tutor 2 tutors to toot. Said the tutor, is it harder to toot or to tutor 2 tutors to toot?
I know you've been telling me about this for a couple of weeks. You were really, really moved when you first heard Larry Trott read poetry.
As an instrumentalist, I find his reading skills to be so expressive and beautiful phrasing. It just, all of your music flows right into your reading. As we have rehearsed. And you rehearse the flow of reading music, and on occasion, the poem was so beautiful and read so insightfully, you forgot to come in.
These poems are about something poetry does best, which is about loss and very close personal relationships. Said the little boy, sometimes I drop my spoon. Said the little old man, I do that too. The little boy whispered, I wet my pants. I do that too, laughed the little old man. Said the little boy, I often cry. The old man nodded, so do I. But worst of all, said the boy, it seems grown-ups don't pay attention to me. And he felt the warmth of a wrinkled old hand. I know what you mean, said the little old man. Hands and knees to the coconut trees, face to the cliff as the stones patter down. Up, staggering, stumbling.
Have you always known that you were a reader of poetry,
Well,
Larry?
I love poetry, but I've never read out loud in public before.
Well, you got a real knack. It sounds like a lot of
There
fun.
would I rest and lie, my chin in my hands, and gaze at the dazzle of sand below, and the green waves curling slow, and the gray-blue distant haze where the sea goes up to the sky. And I'd say to myself, as I looked so lazily down at the sea, there's nobody else in the world, and the world was made